The Rapides Parish Police Jury, Jay Scott and his attorney have responded to the injunction filed on Scott last month by Police Jury President Joe Bishop. Back in March, Jury President Joe Bishop filed a permanent injunction on Scott for alleged threats and harassment. Citing multiple occasions, Scott allegedly verbally violated and intimidated jury members.
In Scott's response, his lawyer, Thomas D. Davenport Jr. of the Davenport firm, claims Bishop's lawsuit is full of half-truths and hypocrisy and completely ignores Bishop's own past. The letter highlights several incidents from Bishop's past, along with court records. It goes on to say the true purpose of Bishop's letter is to silence Scott.
And we will provide copies of the statement on the station's website, kalb.com, and we'll continue to update you as we learn more.